Hey everyone! Closing cycles, releasing old patterns, embracing new possibilities is what I'm going to take you through in our very first workshop here in the new group that I've created for all of us. Now, you would have received a invitation to download the workbook. If any of you have met me before or come to one of my workshops, you'll know that sometimes I go off on a tangent. So I've actually written myself some notes that I'm going to stick to so I don't go off track, just to try and keep us on time. I respect your time and I thank you so much for coming in and joining me for this event here. Brief introduction of myself. My name is Kelly. I was born in New Zealand. My mum was a Māori. My dad was an Australian. I moved over here, followed mum and dad over here when I was 18 years old. But for now, let's focus on closing cycles, releasing old patterns, and embracing new possibilities. So I will be working with Reiki during this session. So please be open to receiving Reiki and Reiki symbols. Now, the thing with Reiki, it has an intelligence of its own. So I'm not giving you Reiki. I'll be sending through energy healing, and your body takes whatever it might need at any given point in time. You don't need to know what your body needs, okay? Just be open to receiving, okay? If you don't want to receive Reiki at all, put that in your intention and say, no, I don't want it, and it will not affect you, okay? But just letting you know, that's what's going to be happening in all of these videos, because just, this is Reiki for me. I love working with Reiki. I've worked with it for years, and I just want to share that, okay? So open to receiving for that. I just want to set the intention for this container. So can we just shake it all out at the moment? Getting nice and comfortable wherever you're sitting. And let's just take a nice deep breath in with me now. Breathing in and out. Two more. Release. One more. Calming the thumb. And out. And closing down your eyes. Okay, I call the light of the universal love and healing to me and to everyone that's coming into this container, whether it be live or coming in on the replay. I call our highest vibrational guides to us. I ask that you please come in now and help us with any energy that we might be shifting or bringing into our experience during this workshop here today. Call Archangel Michael to us for protection, keeping this container a beautiful, safe space, divine, filled with bliss, love, joy, happiness, expansion, but also making the space a place where you can allow courage into your life. Yes. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Release. Okay. All right. So you should have with you your 6 pages of the workbook. We're going to take you through retain and release as our first experience together. All right. So you'll need a pen, the paper, you'll need water, either a yoga mat or the couch to lie down on later on when we're winding up at the end, and relaxing music. So if you want to put some music on for yourself and some smells, I've got my smell going here. I've got crystals over here. This is me. You do you, okay? But the music, because I'm not going to play any music on here, but if you want to have music going, by all means, get that ready for yourself. So you're making this your own little ritual, your own little space during this time that we have together here. All right. Okay, so at the top of your first page, you have release. If you've just got a piece of paper, just write the word release on the top. But before we get into it, I want to ground you. Okay. So putting your pen and paper down, getting comfy where you are. Okay. Another deep breath in, just one. And out. And closing down your eyes. Now I want you to imagine yourself, your energy in the clouds. Up at the clouds, there is a door. I want you to open that door, and out of that door flows beautiful, pure, unconditional love. And this is coming in through your crown, filling up your third eye, your throat, just clearing anything out of the way, your heart, solar plexus, filling up every step of the way of your body, sacral chakra, root chakra, filling up your hips, thighs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet. From your feet, this goes out the soles of your feet down through your home, down into the earth, and all the way down into the center of the earth, and wraps around the core and slingshots back up through the earth, through the floor, through your feet, up through your ankles, lower legs, knees, thighs, hips, tummy, heart. Just feeling this anchor. You are now connected from above and below at your heart center. Just feeling into this, being here, being very present so that you can focus during our time together. It's not a long time. Grounding, clear mind, focus. Take a deep breath in and release. Okay, opening your eyes. Now, I want you to have a think back about the year gone by. As I said, you can use this process for the end of something. We're using it for the end of the year. You can use it for the end of a day, end of a week, end of a month, okay? But looking back over the year, I know it's a lot of time span, okay? But looking at the things that you want to release. So what would you like to release from the year gone by? But I'll give you some prompts to help you with this, okay? So consider this. What drained your energy this year? I'm just writing down a few things. What drained your energy this year? When we're doing this, we're just pulling it up to be seen by ourselves. Okay, so jotting a few things down, 1, 2, 3, you might have 100. Okay, whatever you've got, get it out onto the paper. Next one, what patterns or habits have held me back? Sometimes we get stuck in patterns, in habits. So if you can see a pattern that you're always repeating, that gets you stuck in one spot and not able to move forward, write that down. Let that be seen. The next one, what do I need to forgive myself or others for? What do I need to forgive myself or others for? That can be a big one. So if you've done this kind of work before, you can see, you get raw with yourself and you pick these things up and think, yeah, righto, I need to work on that. But if this is all new to you, I mean, this is a good place to start. Sometimes we might go through life and something happens, and when I'm asking you, what do I need to forgive myself or others for? Sometimes we get into this mindset like, no, I'm not going to forgive them. That was their fault. Okay. This is where we're going to start taking some responsibility for the mirror that that person has reflected back to us. And the last one, what do I no longer want to carry into the new year? What do you no longer want to carry into the new year? Again, this is just so we can see, you can see what you're no longer wanting to have in your experience. Taking a good look at it. We're going to do some energy work with all of this as we go along too, okay? So we'll put that piece of paper to one side. And the next piece of paper, we're gonna, if you don't have the workbook, just write retain on the next piece of paper. And what would you like to retain from the year gone by? Okay, what would you like to carry with you into the new year? So I'll give you some prompts again to make it a little bit easier. What brought you joy or fulfillment over the year gone by? For example, maybe you went on a holiday, maybe you got a new job. Okay. Maybe you did something with your pets that brought you joy, something that you want to retain, something with the kids, okay, something that brought you happiness, joy, bliss, laughter. Just writing something down, what brought you joy or fulfillment. The next question, what habits, practices, or relationships nourished me? For example, fasting, intermittent fasting. I like doing that. Walking Harley every day. I like giving him I try to go every day, but those things nourish me, you know. So what practices or habits did you do last year that you want to retain, that you want to keep moving through to the next year? What lessons did I learn from challenges? Let me give you an example. Lessons from challenges. Oh my God, challenges. I think one of my biggest challenges, and it didn't happen last year, but this is a great example, okay, was teaching the kids driving. Oh my God, I did not like that part of parenting at all. But our youngest, when she was learning to drive, and I remember her taking her driving one day, because I'm a nervous driver when someone else is driving. I put the brakes on the passenger side all the time. Anyway, Corey's driving and I'm putting brakes on and, freaking out, getting annoyed. And we ended up coming home and she parked the car, turned it off, and she goes, Mum, we can't end this on a bad note. It has to end on a good note. And she was, getting at me. And I thought, shit, she's right. So I said, I was still upset. I said, come on then, start the car. We'll go around the block. We'll end on a good note. So off we went. She drove us around the block. I calmed my farm and we got home. I said, you've done really well. And thank you for putting up with Mum. And thank you for teaching me that lesson. So that was a challenge, but it was a big lesson. I'll always remember that. She was only 16 at the time. So that was huge. So anyway, what lessons did you learn from any challenges over the year gone by? What personal growth am I proud of? Okay. For example, maybe you overcame a fear during the year gone by, or changed a limiting belief, perhaps, or maybe cultivated healthy habits, or learned a new skill set for yourself. What personal growth are you proud of? Um, okay, let's just dive a little deeper here. So we're pulling all this energy up, okay? We haven't done anything with it yet, but we're going to soon. So just dive a little deeper and let's just reflect on what's come up for you. You know, some of you might look at the stuff you've written and go, yeah, you know, that was a pretty decent year. But some of you might look at it and go, oh, God, you know, that year sucked. Okay, whatever the case may be, reflect, just have a look and how you're feeling about what happened during the year. Just one or two words, okay? Write that down for yourself. If you could give that year a word, oh my God, what would it be? Should I have asked that? Challenges are good though, you know, they help you to grow. And when you can look at them from a different perspective, which is what we're going to be doing here as well, seeing these things for ourselves, you know, being honest with yourself. All right, a little deeper. What's one action I can take to start fresh? What's one action you can take to start fresh? For example, it could be as easy as, you know, a little thing, making the bed every morning. Okay, so it doesn't have to be some massive thing that you've got to do. It can be tiny things, new routines. Maybe you want to start meditating once every week. New habits, follow through with new ideas. Okay, a lot of people have some brilliant ideas, but that's it. They just have brilliant ideas. Okay, they don't follow through with them. Grow a veggie garden. Maybe you've got a dog. Start walking the dog. So, what is one action that you can take for the new year? Just write a note to yourself. Next, we're going to do an energy clearing ritual. Energy clearing ritual. So I want you to have a look at your release list and just choose one thing from that list so we can do some energy work on that. I'll guide you through this whole process, but you can use this process that we're going to work with at any time. Okay, for example, let's say you go out, you do the day, someone has throw some angry words at you and you get fired up, you know, so you're feeling this anger and you think, oh, I've got to do this process when I get back home. So you come home and you'll go through this process, which I'm going to teach you now. This moves a lot of stuff. It really does. And if you keep up with this every time you have a moment or a heavy feeling moment to help to process the emotion, things start to shift. They really do. Oh my God, it gets really exciting. Okay, so we're going to start with just 3 deep breaths. Okay, put your pen and paper down, get comfy, take a deep breath in, pull, release, 2 more, pull 1 more. And closing down your eyes. Now just bringing this one thing that you want to release to mind and just feeling into that one thing, feeling into the one thing. And you close your eyes so you can focus within yourself instead of looking around. So going within, I'm taking you through a process called accept, forgive, and surrender. So feeling into this one thing and accepting that you have created this feeling. Okay. So come to terms with the feeling that you have created within yourself. If someone has done something wrong in your eyes, shift perspective and realize that people say and do things from a point of where they are coming from. It's their story, and their story has nothing to do with you. Okay, so just accepting that you you're feeling into the story that they've created. Okay. So just accept that instead of seeking revenge. Acceptance can create space for growth and transformation. So just accepting this feeling that you've created around someone else's story, potentially someone else's story. Okay. And now we're going to forgive. So while you're still sitting here, you're going to forgive yourself for feeling this way. Maybe you've fallen into a victim mentality. And if you have, own it. Own that. You're creating this feeling, own that. Okay, and forgive yourself. Forgive others that may have been a part of the story in some way. Forgiving. When you're forgiving, you're doing this for yourself, okay? This is heart space energy, forgiveness. So forgive yourself for feeling this way. And now I'm going to surrender. So put this thing, whatever it is, into a bubble. So visualizing here a bubble, pouring all of that energy into this bubble, and then let it go. Let the bubble float off. Trust the universe. Trust life's plan. Okay? Everyone is living a life. So stop fighting life. Let other people do them and you do you. Okay? This is you showing up for you right here, right now. You're going through this process. You're working with this energy. You're bringing stuff up. You're accepting it. You're forgiving yourself for putting yourself through that. And you're surrendering to let this energy be released from your experience. Ooh, yeah. Feeling into some of you here. So just allow people to do them as you surrender and let it all go. All right. When you're finished, you can open your eyes. How are you feeling? But now we're going to do a symbolic act for the release. Okay. So with your release paper, if you're in a winter place at the moment and you've got the fire going, you might want to burn the paper in the fire. Not yet. We're going to do something with it first. Okay. If you are attuned to Reiki, Yusui Reiki second degree symbols, I suggest you put Chukure, Seiheki, Chukure, Honsha Zijonen, and Chukure again on it before you release and burn it. Actually, I'll do that for you all anyway, but if you are attuned to those symbols, use them for yourself. So you're working with your team, your energy, Reiki as well, all right? Or you can hold your paper in your hands and visualize it dissolving into light. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this symbolic act from your own home, okay, all at the same time. But first of all, I want you to hold your piece of paper up to the device. Okay, I'm going to send some healing through. Ooh, okay. All right, just holding that paper up. All right, okay. Great. Say hey, key. Say hey, key. Say hey, key. Great. Honshazi shonen, Honshazi shonen, Honshazi shonen. Oh, great. Okay, folding the paper up, putting it over your heart, and repeating after me. I release the old, and I welcome the new with ease and grace. Okay, now you can go and do your release. If you're placing it in the fire, go and do that now. If you're dissolving it with light, or you can tear it up calmly. Okay. Letting that go. How are we doing? How are we going? You might just want to journal any feelings or insights that arose during your little symbolic release there, if you like. Fire is very powerful for release. Here in Australia, it's summer, so no fire. Okay, it's hot enough as it is. All right, if you're when we're doing the symbols, if you are attuned to Reiki, we've put the distance symbol in there as well because some of the stuff that you've released is not your stuff. Okay, you were in the moment, you felt it, you experienced it, but it's not your stuff. So this can be coming in from ancestral lines, but also, hang on, give me some words, from a future pull. Okay, now the future pull is nice, but it can be so overwhelming. And can be so frustrating at times because you can feel this love and this beauty and this excitement, but here we are. Okay, it's catching up to it. So all of this energy, with the Honchazi Shonen, that symbol works on the energies of past, being ancestral or whatever the case may be, but also on energies of the future that are trying to say, hey, catch up, okay? You know how I roll, okay? Anyway, so I just thought I'd explain that. All right, now with the retain list, I want you to underline or highlight some of the key moments from the retain list. And what you're doing this for is so that you can put this list in a prominent place, which helps to remind you of the intentions of the things that you want to take through into the new year ahead. So it's a reminder to keep on going. So just highlight a few things for yourself. Our next part is the 3 gifts. So again, if you don't have the workbook, just writing on a piece of paper, the 3 gifts. And the first one is my gift of gratitude. And again, thinking back to the last year and just writing a few lines about a moment that you feel grateful for having, a moment of a person or an experience that made you feel grateful over the year gone by. And as you're writing it out, just really feel grateful, feel into the energy of gratitude, how that made you. Your next one is your gift of strength. Okay. This helps you to reframe struggles as opportunities for growth. So again, we're learning to shift perspective here because it's all energy. When we're going through a struggle, that's a heavy energy, okay? But when we can reframe it, we're shifting our energy. And when we shift our energy, we're emitting a different frequency, which in turn gives us a different experience, okay? If we're focusing on the struggles and staying in the struggles, we're going to keep on attracting more to struggle about. It's that simple, all right? So your gift of strength, write a few lines about what strength you discovered within yourself when you moved through something over the year gone by. Excellent. All right. Your next one, so that strength is your gift. Okay. So your next one is a gift of insight. Gift of insight. So write something about that shifted your perspective or taught you more about yourself or more about life over the past year. For me, my insight is that I have to be softer with myself. I'm very hard on myself. So that's an insight. And it's a gift to see that. So now I know. Now I know. So just writing a few lines about any insights you picked up over the year. Going to take you through another energy process with your 3 gifts. Okay, put your pen and paper down. I want you to get your fingertips touching and just pulling them apart just a little bit and giving them a twirl. So when they pull apart a little bit, feeling the energy between the fingertips there. And when you're doing this little twirl, you might even start to see a little mist, like a little string. If you don't worry, just keep doing this process, okay? And feeling that energy, you can pull it apart a little bit further. It gets exciting. The more you practice, the more you see. So taking this energy from the fingertips and just turning that into your hands. So holding both of your hands up like this, closing down your eyes. And in your hands, I want you to visualize and feel a sphere, a golden sphere, a ball, a golden ball of energy. As a glowing light in your hands. And this golden ball of energy represents your first gift of gratitude. So all that energy of gratitude that you just wrote out on the paper and felt into, I want you to feel that again now in your hands, feeling this gift of gratitude. And I am going to put symbols into the ball that you're holding in your hands. Gift of gratitude. Here we go. Nice. To great, to great, to great. Say hey, key. Say hey, key. Say hey, key. Great, great, great. Master symbol. Cameo, cameo, cameo. Great, great, great. Oh, Panchas is showing in. Panchas is showing in. Is showing in. One more. Great, great, great. Nice. Taking that gift. And we're going to bring this to our heart. So gently bringing this gift into the heart, just feeling that going in. Gratitude lives in the heart chakra, so the center of the chest. Ooh, embodying that gift. Nice. All right, the next gift, gift of strength. So let's do the fingertips again. Feeling that thread. It is a practice. Okay. And then cupping the hands, closing down your eyes, and in your hands is the ball of strength, your second gift. So feeling into the strength that you wrote about on your paper. feeling that strength, being proud of yourself for having such strength. I'm going to send some symbols through for this one. Great, great, great. Say hey, key, say hey, key, say hey, key. Great, great, great. Tamarasha, Tamarasha, Tamarasha. Great, great, great. All right, so taking strength. Strength lives in the solar plexus. So we're going to bring this ball down and we're putting it at the base of the ribs, in the center of the body, at the base of the ribs. Just feel that soaking in strength. Oh, go you good thing. Nice. Okay. Woo, awesome. All right, shake it off. Flick, flick, flick. Last gift. All right, your gift of insight. Let's do the string again. String round and round. Turning that into a cup in your hands. Beautiful. Closing down your eyes. Your gift of insight. Beautiful ball of energy of your gift of insight. Just feeling into this now. Gift of insight. Beautiful. I'm going to send some symbols through. Great, great, great. Say hey, key. Say hey, key. Say hey, key. Great, great, great. Oh, I can feel, oh, wow, higher energies coming in for this one. What are we doing here? Okay. Nice, okay. Ooh, yeah. Taking your gift of insight, and this one lives in the third eye. So gently just pushing this into third eye, feeling that energy going in. So you can carry this forward with you for the new year. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, how are you feeling now? Loving the energy I'm feeling. I'm pretty chill right now at the moment. So you've just embodied your 3 gifts to take forward into the year ahead. Very nice. Okay, for this next part, you're going to need to have your yoga mat ready. If you don't have a yoga mat, just a comfortable place to lie down and chill out and relax. Could be the couch. Maybe you've got a recliner. Maybe you just want to sink back into the chair. So getting your space ready for relaxing. Also, if you can have a drink of water before we get into this next part here. Water just to help everything settle. Water helps energy to flow in a more effective way. So drink a lot of water after all of this, and I'll give you some tips to use as well, because when we finish here, your spirit team is going to be working on you over the next several hours, could be several days, could be a couple of weeks, okay, depending on where you're at and what you need shifted for your highest will and good, okay? If it gets too much, you can tell them or ask them to please back off. I've got to function as a human today and bring it back on when I go to bed tonight. And it will stop. They will stop doing whatever they're doing. Because remember, we are spirit. The only difference is we've got a physical vessel that we're playing through at the moment, okay? So working with our spirit team and ourselves being spirit, I mean, spirit is home base. It's what we are. It's where we're from. We're just out on the outer edges here with our meat suit, okay? So, of course, we can contact or connect with our team, with our family, saying, guys, lay off. You're bringing it on too strong, okay? Just give me a break while I do the human thing. Hit me up again while I go to bed, okay? this is how I talk. You might want to be more ceremonial or ritual in your approach, but this is just how I've always spoken to my team. You'll come up with your own unique way of talking with them. All right. So getting your mat and everything ready, getting comfy. We're going to do a meditation. It's called letting go and allowing in. So it amplifies the work that we've already done here today. So get yourself in a comfortable position. I hope you've had a drink, and lying down, and I'll get you to close down your eyes.
Let's just get in a comfortable position. Please make sure that you'll stay awake during this meditation and be conscious of the words that I'm saying, because there is work here, okay? This is letting go of things that you don't really want to be having in your life at the moment, but also allowing in new things that you would like to be having. So getting yourself comfortable, just as I keep on talking a little bit, this will help to shift energy around things that you hold in your mind, around things that you hold in your heart, in your energy field. And we'll make our way through several different things in life, just letting go and allowing in. So I trust you're in a comfortable position. And before we begin, we're just going to bring awareness to our breathing, just to slow everything down with 3 deep breaths. So breathing with me now, deep breath in and out. In and out. In and out. Now I want you to take yourself in your mind's eye into the cosmos, so into the stars, into the universe, and you're floating out there. Now this is a practice, and why we're doing this is because when we're out in the cosmos, in the stars, in the universe, out in space, there is nothing there that can attach us to any chaos of the earthly world. So let's just get comfortable out in space first of all. So just picture yourself floating, and in front of you there is space. You might visualize stars, galaxies way off in the distance. Just space. It just goes on and on. This is space. There is no thing, and yet everything all at once. So being aware of the energy of space in front of your body. Very nice. And now on the right hand side of your body, there is more space, more stars, universe, so much space. Now behind you, there is also space. Space behind you, getting that floating feeling, detaching from everything of the earthly world. And that space behind you, it just goes on and on. It goes back and back and back. You can't see the end of it. It's all that is. And on the left-hand side of you, yep, more space, you guessed it. So you're just surrounded by this space. Just floating. Nowhere to be except for here, right now, in this space. And just feeling the energy of the space. In this space there are no judgments. There's no overwhelm. It's a beautiful space to be in. It's space. It's like this unconditional love energy saying, here you are. I remember you. You came from this space. And now you're back in this space, just soaking it in for all that it is, which is no thing and everything. It is the calmness. It is the peace, the bliss, the joy. Space. We're going to keep coming back to this space because when we're in this space and we're not attached to anything of the earthly world, we're actually healing. Because there's nothing to think, there's nothing that we need to be feeling. We're just letting go of absolutely everything while we're simply being in this state. And when we've let go of everything, our body starts to heal. Our body knows how to heal. We just fill it with so much stuff, and that's the stuff that stops the healing, which is why we're in space. There's no time here. No conditions here. Just freedom and bliss and peace. Completeness, wholeness. But we are playing in a human experience, so let's go and do some work here. Being in space, I now want you to access your mind. So just bringing to mind a relationship of yours that you're going through now that might have a bit of trauma, a bit of challenges, a bit of difficulties with another person, and just observe it. So staying in space, just observing this relationship. So don't get your emotions attached to it. I just want you to observe it. And since you know that this is something that you don't want, and you're in space, just putting all of that observation in a bubble and let it go. Let it float on out to space. There it goes. No more thinking about it. Just watching it go. It's floating, it's going somewhere. It doesn't matter where. But it's going away from you. And you're in space. Surrounded by space, surrounded by the letting goes. It's going off into the distance. You can see the bubble that it's in. It's getting further and further away. Now very faint. Can't see it anymore. It's gone. How great is that? Now bring your awareness to a feeling space. So we're going to do some feeling work here. So focusing your mind on the type of relationship that you want to experience, using your imagination here. The space, the universe, the divine doesn't know if you're playing in imagination or if it's real. So use your imagination, work it. First of all, bring to mind a picture of a person that you want in your life. What do they look like? They're smiling. They gotta be smiling. This is gonna be a happy, amazing relationship. Whether it's just a friendship or an intimate relationship, you decide. You're the creator. And now visualize yourself hanging out with this person. You've known them for a little while now, still getting to know each other, but the joy they bring you, the laughter, the feelings that they bring for you. Just play in that now. Really feel this. Let's work this energy. So feeling how you feel when you're around them. Does every fibre of your being light up? So much joy. Oh my gosh. Get excited. This person is there for you. You just got to be a match to them. And what you're doing now is calling them in by becoming the frequency or the vibrational energy that they're attracted to. So feel this. Awesome. And now wrapping all that energy up in a bubble and letting that float off into space as well. Off it goes. It's making its way to your person. It's making its way to your person. Wow. And by sending this off, you're allowing it to come back in, okay? Because this is something that you want to attract. When we let go of things that we no longer want, we let them go. But then also by calling in or allowing in, we set an intention, we set a feeling, an emotion, a frequency. And we send that out too. Okay, if we hold on to things for way too long, our frequency or our thought becomes something like, well, it's not here yet, it's not working now. Okay, this is why we let it go. We let it go so it can come back. You're doing really well. So just relaxing out here in the universe again, out in the space. Nice, feeling accomplished. You've done something wonderful here, just for you. Awesome. But now we're just enjoying space again. So again, in front of you, there's the stars, galaxies floating. On the right side of you, there's more space, detached from everything. All down your back, more space. On the left-hand side, space. Even above you, look at all that space. And below you, space, it just goes on. There's nothing to hook up with, nothing to attach to. You're just floating, being, healing, rejuvenating, having a great old time hanging out in space because you can. Isn't it lovely? Space. Let's do a little bit more work now, okay? So bringing to mind now your work or job or career or lack of employment, whatever the case may be, around how you make your income and a difficulty around that. Okay, just bringing it to mind, letting it play out in your mind, just observing, no attaching, just watching it play out like a little movie, thinking, yep, that happened. Okay. So you're watching this, you're bringing it up to your awareness, and it's something that you're not liking. And now just putting all of that into a big bubble and let it go. Let it go. Awesome. There it goes. All that work stuff is going. Floating away. Floating away from you. By doing this, you're also letting the universe know, hey, I don't want this anymore. And you're letting it go. Let it go. Awesome. It's getting further and further away. And yep, it's gone. You can't see it anymore. Gone. Here you are. Space. Floating in space. Oh, nice. Okay, we're using the mind again. Now I want you to visualize and imagine, tapping into that beautiful unlimited power of imagination, and visualizing your perfect job or career or whatever you want to call it, the thing that helps you to make the things you need to be able to live, to be able to pay your way on the planet. So just visualizing that now. What is this thing you are doing? And what does the end picture look like? You're highly successful. You're really good at this thing that you're doing. And oh my gosh, people just flock to you because you're it. You're the person to go to. That's it. Oh, wow. You are amazing. Really feeling into this, feeling the success of whatever it is you're doing. We live in a feeling universe, so feel your way. You're laughing, you're smiling. Everything is so easy. So easy. Oh my gosh, if only we knew this before, but now you know it. Now you know it. Oh, and here it is. Everything you ever wanted. Well done. Feeling that, holding on to that feeling. Love it. Awesome. Now putting all that feeling and those pictures from your mind into a big bubble. This is exciting. Now sending this bubble out into the universe. So that bubble can hook you up over time and space with the success that you just saw in your mind. You're letting it go so that you can allow it back in. Oh, this one, nice. I'm excited for you. This is great. All right, floating in the universe again. Letting go of everything, letting go of all the bubbles. In front of you is space. Behind you is space. On either side of you is space. Above your head, space. And below your feet, more space, just space everywhere, beautiful, calm space. Just holding this floating in space feeling. Space with its beautiful healing energy. Okay, let's do one more round, yeah? And this one's going to be all about you. So, just bringing to mind and observing some things about yourself that you're not liking. So this could be like, I don't know what your confidence is like, your personal power. Perhaps you're going through some lifestyle changes that just aren't sticking. Maybe there's aches or pains or something that you're not wanting to carry around with you. Just bringing these to mind, not attaching to them, just observing them. Just bringing them up, observing them. Letting the universe know, hey, oh, I don't want this. Observing. And pull up as many things as you like. Just going through the files of your mind. It's like sorting out a filing cabinet. Just pulling up the bits and pieces that you're wanting to get rid of. For your highest will and good, of course. Okay. So you've been through the filing cabinet of your mind and just taking these images and feelings and putting them into a bubble. Depending on how many things you gathered, could be a small bubble, could be a huge bubble. Either way, doesn't matter, all good. And you know what to do. Bubbles filled up, let's let it go. Letting it go. Oh, gosh, it feels good, yeah? Off it goes, you can see it drifting further and further away. Carrying away the things that you don't really want to have anymore. Things about you. Just drifting further away. Tiny now, so far away, and oh, that's it. Can't see it. It's gone now. It's gone. Great. So just floating in space again. Letting go of what you've just done, just floating, bringing your mind back to your body now that's floating in space. Bringing your mind to the space around your body. This light feeling of letting go, of not being held down by anything. You're just letting go. Floating. Okay, now, using your beautiful imagination, how do you see yourself? This beautiful imagination of the self that your best possible version of you. The way you walk, the way you talk. You're just brimming with confidence because you know who you are. You know what you want. Oh yeah. Look at you go. What does your body look like? You're exuding health and fitness. Oh, wow. You look amazing. Yeah, you walk that stuff. Walk your talk. Oh, this is incredible. Just play in this visualization, this feeling. Feel this with every fiber of your being. Oh, the magnificence of you. Staying in the feeling. Awesome. Well done. Well done. Now just taking all those feelings, emotions, pictures from your mind, putting them into a beautiful big bubble. Yep, and let it go. Let it go. Just knowing that when you catch up to the vibration of this, when you catch up to the version of yourself that you've just sent out there, everything in that bubble is going to be there for you. It's going to be you. It's going to become you. You're going to become the best possible version of yourself. Be ready for that. Be ready for that. Oh my gosh, this is exciting stuff. Alright, you've let that go. Again, let's just get back to the space. The space is so important. Floating. Surrounded by space. Space above you and below you. Space on your left and on your right. Space at your back and at your front. Just everywhere, everywhere. There is nothing to get attached to. Nothing you need to think about, nothing you have to do except relax and float. Focus on the floating. How does the space in front of you feel? What about the space all around you? How does it feel? It is a beautiful place, this beautiful space. And now we're going to bring our body back to our body, bringing our body back to our body, okay? And if you're sitting down or lying down, just merging your body back into your physical self. I know sometimes we just want to stay in space, but you can go there anytime you like. But now you're back in your physicalness. This is where it gets exciting. So all of those feelings that you felt to manifest the things that you wanted, hold on to those feelings in your body now. The joy, they're excitement feelings, they're happy feelings. And if you can carry these feelings or practice these feelings at least 3 times every day, or better still, live in them for the entire day, then you're actually emitting a vibrational frequency, energy that's going to attract those bubbles that you sent out, the bubbles of things you want, going to attract them back to you even faster. It's going to be a vibrational match to the things that you want. A lot of people have vibrational matches to the things that they don't want. So realizing this, realizing it is all you, it is your energy. So working on your energy and sending out feelings of the things that you want to have in your life, and get excited about it. You've done wonderful things here. Let's just take a deep breath in. Release. Being very much in your body, wriggling your fingers, wriggling your toes. Welcome back, time to play. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Welcome back, but keep lying there because we're just going to finish up this workshop with a couple of breaths. So a few breathing exercises. I'm just going to take you through a couple of short exercises, very short, only be a couple of minutes. The first one, we're going to do 4, 4, 6. So we're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold that breath for 4 seconds. And we're going to exhale for 6 seconds. After that, we're going to do some circular breathing. And circular breathing is simply, there's no stopping in between the in and the out. It is this beautiful flowing motion, okay, without pause. And then you're going to be in stillness for a little while with your own breath while I just talk through a few final things, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, thank you for being here and bearing with me. All right. So lying there, still, eyes closed. I'm going to do the 4, 4, 6. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, release, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in, hold, release, in, hold, release, in, hold, release. Last one, in, hold, release. Nice. Just breathing normally now, bringing your own breath back. Breathwork can bring up a lot of feelings and emotions within the body, within the mind, within the muscles. If you do start tearing up or feeling angry, just realize it's energy being released from the body. So a healing is taking place. If you do get lightheaded, be aware of that for yourself. If it feels too uncomfortable, just get back into a natural breath, okay? And we're going to do one more, which is circular breathing. So we're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, but there's no gaps in between. We'll do this for a little while together. So let's go. Breathing in, out, through the mouth, in through the nose, out, Release. Breathing back to normal. Just remember the energy shifts we create in moments like this ripple into our daily lives. You have the tools, you have the strength and the alignment to move forward with purpose. Trust yourself in this beautiful journey that you're on. All right. Also, if you've enjoyed the session or if you want to work a little closer with me, I've just got to close this session before you go. But if you want to do any more work with me, I'm going to drop a link in the comments here and check it out. A final affirmation before you leave and just closing down, giving thanks to our team. So hands over center of your chest. Take a deep breath in. Release. And repeating after me, I release the past with gratitude. I embrace the present with love. And I step into the future with courage and trust. Beautiful. I'll just get you to close down your eyes. I just want to give thanks to our team for coming through. Thanks to Archangel Michael. Thanks for this container that we're creating together and building up this beautiful energy together. Thank you for our guides that have come in to help us shift this energy. Thank you for our insights, our gratitude, our strength. Thank you for our gifts. Thank you for all being here for this live session. If you've come in for the replay, please let us know that you've seen the replay as well. Can I all get you to also thank your teams, which can be as easy as saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful. Now, one more thing. Repeat after me. I now cut all energy cords associated with this workshop. Taking your hands, cutting over the crowns, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, root chakra. Flick it off and over the back as best you can. Down the back, down, down, down. Ooh, oh, yeah. So you've got all your energy back to yourself, okay? So remember, if it does get too much, close down your eyes, hook up. Hey, guys, can you please back off and bring it back on again tonight, okay? And they will stop doing whatever they're doing. Drink plenty of water to help with energy flow. Thank you so much for being here. So much gratitude, love, respect for each and every one of you. Mwah! Thank you, and enjoy the energy that you absolutely are.